Peace. What's good with you? We here live on the David Adams podcast, D.A.P. What's good with you? We got a few topics right now. We're going to come back in a minute real quick. I got my man with me. He goes by the name of Demise. We'll be back right here, D.A.P. Stay tuned. Please share the page. Please like the page.
It's different. Yeah. Old head on go again.
Please do me the favor and share the page at this time. I would like for you to please do that. This is all I'm asking is to support me in that way, which is the smallest thing that you can do is press like and share. I appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to give you a few seconds or so just to do that. Appreciate you. Hope everybody's doing good today. I hope your day was good. I have a good friend of mine here who wanted to actually come on and discuss a few things that most times most men are afraid to discuss or afraid to even mention, you know what I mean? And fear of many different things. Everybody have their reasons for not saying or doing a certain thing, am I right? Right, so make sure you can speak into the mic. Can you say something? All right, can y'all hear my man Demise? Please put a 1 in the chat. What's good? We got our girl Lakeisha from Fayetteville, North Carolina. That's not Kakalaki. North Kakalaki. What's good? Would you do me a favor? Lakeisha, let me know if you can hear my man Demise.
Shout out to the Ville. I see you.
Put a 1 up in the chat, please.
Shout out to the Ville. I see you.
Okay, she can hear you. Real talk. Thank you for chiming in, Lakeisha. And if you can do me a favor real quick at this time, could you please share the page and like the page? Thank you, Miss D. Appreciate you for chiming in as well, Miss D. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that share. Miss D, do the same for me, please, so that we can get started. We really can't get started until we're able to see some of the shares and likes, because that will get the algorithm going and more people will tune in. Thank you. Much love. How was your day? How was your day, Lakeisha? How was your day, Miss D? Okay, my man Demise. What do you do? First of all, is that your name, your real name, your what they call it, your alias, or and also what do you do, brother? Let the people know, who are you?
All right. First of all, criminals have alias.
Okay. Honest.
My stage name is Demise.
Stage name.
With poetry. I'm an influential speaker. Talk to the youngins. I mean, it's easy to reach their head than some of these adults out here. I'm a father. I'm a husband. And trying to show, how you different direction. You got to speak in a tone. They don't want to hear nice because taught. So, trying to reach them in a different direction and everything. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I'm a scary judge of talent, man. I do everything.
Okay, so what was your first love? Was it rap or poetry?
My first love was poetry.
So do you sometimes turn some of your rap into poetry? Yeah?
Yes.
Word?
Yeah.
Let me hear something. What was one of your poems that you actually changed into a rap? Give me one of the first ones you ever thought of, the ones you the first one you ever did. And you can remember it to this day. You know what I mean?
Actually, it was a song.
Go ahead.
When Black Lives Matter started.
Okay.
It was a song that I made, and the song and the beat was dope, but I didn't think that the words was meant for like a beat. So acapella, I started writing in the format of a poem.
Yeah.
It came out strong, and I named it Black Lives Matter. And then that's one of my most powerful pieces, because not only is talking about the Caucasians and what they doing to us, it's also talking about what we doing to us too. Because we got to hold ourselves accountable for the shit that we do. You know what I mean? But
I agree.
that poem was one of my powerful ones, and
And what was it called?
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Can you do that for the people right now if you can? Are you able to remember that one?
Yeah, you always.
All right, well, make sure you're speaking to the mic, directly into the mic, okay?
Always
so let's give it up for my man, Demise, for one of the poems he ever did. Let's give it up for him, y'all. All right. What's good, Dak? What's good? Go ahead.
Black Lives Matter. So they say. We are target for the ones that's supposed to protect and serve. Meanwhile, our skin colors being sold on the market by our own kind, while the whites sit back and watch us purge. You see, they see how we doing each other, so when they do it, it's justified. Because if we ain't building with each other, then what proof do we have to be identified? This shit all been allies, genocide. Look what happened in Black Wall Street. We surrendered with our hands up, but it still brought in more heat. They bombed our homes, looted our property, and y'all get bored with these games? But I see the monopoly. They have us trapped in the hood where we are forgetting about what's important. Instead of making sure our culture is good, these niggas would rather shoot over Jordans. They sound dumb as hell when they say they keep in the hood until it's when they loved ones surrounded by the tape that reads caution. See, we ain't gotta look at them, we gotta look at us. Cause how we backstabbing each other to turn around expect trust. Cause when the cops kill us, we all gather together to march in these streets. But when we killing us, we hide in our homes and say this ain't got nothing to do with me. See, I'm not a rapper. That's why most of y'all would never see my gift. I'm the X Factor, the one that's trying to help my people climb out the abyss. I'm Mike Brown, staying in the street hoping that cop miss. I'm Tamir Rice, only 12 when I got hit by a pig. I'm Mike Brown, ooh.
Okay.
That's just something. That's part of it. That's
part okay.
That's part of it.
Okay.
But we got a show in August 19th at Little Ferry. That poem will be delivered correctly.
Okay, a show in where?
Little Ferry, New Jersey.
All right, give them the information on that.
I will definitely post that in the comments.
Okay, cool. All right, but you can let people know now. If you have the actual location, that would be great. You want to share that? Not on hand. Okay, cool. Okay, so once you get that information, come back and post it on the page. Okay, so with Dak, what's good? What's good, Dak? Yeah, we here, bro. Peace and blessings, man. Okay, Christine, what's good with you? How are you? If anybody from out of town, what city you from, by the way? What city are you from? Please represent your city, your state, whatever, wherever you are, your country, whatever. No doubt.
Thank you, Ms. Williams.
Williams said that's nice. No doubt. People love to say men, in particular black men, but we're speaking of all men, never like to share their feelings. Is that right? Have you heard that before?
Yes.
You heard that before, right?
Yes.
I heard that plenty of times. So today is basically, we're going to be talking about some topics that this young black man is going to be sharing his feelings about these particular topics. You know what I mean? So one topic is going to be, why do today's women, why do the women today are not getting married? What's the reason for that? That's going to be one of the topics, okay? All right. So you can always put your perspective on this on the comment board. But we're going to give, or he's going to give his perspectives on this, okay? So be clear to that. The other topic is going to be, why don't men really ask for paperwork when they trying to be right before they hit the coochie? Why they don't, you know what I'm saying? Right? Why they don't ask for paperwork? You know how you get the stats on the car, you know what I mean? How many people
paperwork when it's time for snitching, but they don't ask for paperwork for the time.
Right. So we want to hear what my man Demise has to say about that, okay? Also, let's see. Why are women not submissive? He want to give his take on why women are not submissive. You know what I mean? So those are just three for the moment, but I do have a few more. So just please do me the favor, share the page and like the page for those who are chimed in right now. Thank you. I give you a few seconds for that. Also, let me know what city you're in and I can shout your city out, please. We already got North Kakalaki in the house, Fayetteville, North Kakalaki. You know what I mean? Our girl Lakeisha standing up in here. You know, we definitely got Jersey City in the house. Where you from?
Jersey.
share the page, like the page. Yes, sir. All right, Atlanta in the house. Atlanta, my man Akai is up in here. That's what I'm talking about. The A-T to the L up in here.
Mr. Powers, make sure you stay in this room.
Yeah, Mr. Powers. Yeah,
We
Mr.
got
Powell.
some jewels to drop over here.
Oh yeah, Mr. Powers got some jewels himself. I know that.
Oh, we might be on the same
that's
page,
right.
brother.
Yes, sir. Definitely. All right. Who else up in here? What city are you from? North Carolina, and we got ATL in here. What city are you from? So, if those those who didn't, who just chiming in, please share the page and like the page. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna move on. So, why do you think Jersey in the house? You already know, Williams. Why do you think women are not getting married in this day and time? We're speaking of this modern society. It's a new millennium. Why aren't women getting married? What's your take on that? Make sure you're speaking to the mic. I'm close to the mic.
It's a lot of reasons why nowadays these women are not getting married, but some particular reasons why they're not getting married. Us men is one reason why they're not getting married.
How so?
Us men, it's a party time now. It's party time. We're not seeing what's out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Some of us men been through relationships, and we saw how it is, you know what I mean, to give our all. You know what I mean? Now in this new day and age that we live in now, it's a party. You know what I mean? It's so easy to get a female, and we know that the females, they outnumber us. You know what I mean? So why have one when you can have two? You know what I mean?
So you saying it's the men's, the reason they're not getting married is because of the men, meaning they are basically partying. The men not looking at these women today serious.
Right.
So basically, as I remember, my man Kevin Samuel said, you know, men have control over marriage, and women have control over sex.
Right. Right.
So
right.
I see what you're talking about.
So and you got look at hey Preem, look at that. Let me take these glasses off, man. Let me get comfortable real quick.
No doubt.
You gotta look at this too. You know what I mean? If a woman show us, the only thing that we gotta do is show up, spend some money, get a high, you know what I mean, get her drunk, then I get the pussy. You know what I mean? It's no working towards it. There's no conversation before that. It's just like, you know what I mean, little text message through. It's easy. You know, the good guy, he finished last. Right. The villain, he's winning right now.
Wow.
That's why the villain is messing up happy homes and everything. He's not trying to create a home. He's trying to destroy homes. So that's why I say us men, because a lot of us men out here are doing that. You know what I mean? And it's not only us men, it's not why they not getting married. These women want to be free. They want to, they don't want to be submissive. They want to be in control. You know, but us men have to realize, like, the first 6 months, we're not dating her. We're dating her representative. We don't see her until like 6 months later, until we get in that first argument. You know what I mean? Or that first disagreement. But for the first 6 months, it's a representative. That's the reason why she's on time with the phone calls, on time with the text messages, on time showing up. You know what I mean? She's trying to, you know what I mean, like, lure you in. Once she got you, it's
the
a
true self come out.
That part.
Wow. All right. Well, okay. What y'all think about that? If you got anything to say about that, please mention it on the comment board. Well, we got my man, who's that? Willie. Willie, what's good with you? From North Carolina in here. What's good with you, Willie? Much love and respect to you, man. Thanks for chiming in. Please do me a favor and share the page. Like the page, Willie. Thank you, man. We want to keep the algorithm going. That means a lot. Appreciate you. Much love and respect. Lakeisha, what's good with you? Lakeisha says, so the question is, why are women not getting married? Nah, that's foolish. A real woman wants to be with the man that wants to be with her, and no other woman.
That's bullshit.
I got you. Okay,
hey, Miss Cooper, that's bullshit.
Okay,
that's bullshit, because you could get that man that wants to be with you, He could wine and dine you. He could give you flowers. He could pay all your bills. You know what I mean? He could he could make sure, text you, call you, do whatever. But at the same time, once you get bored with that dude, and the next person to come whisper in your ear, it might be your work boyfriend. It might be the neighbor.
Come on.
So maybe that ones that show consistency. And once you show consistency, that one day when that man that you so-called in love with makes you mad, and you start becoming vulnerable, and then you giving into this, come on. Cheating doesn't start when you open your legs. Cheating starts when you open your ears and you start listening to the next nigga. Let's be clear on that.
Wow, deep. So Akaz added on to that. Akaz said he's correct. Also, marriage is not a good deal for men today with these
modern women.
Wow.
Mr. Powers, I agree with you. These modern women do not know about submission. These women don't want to obey. They take the word obey and
they take it wrong.
And they take it all wrong.
Right.
They take it on like we're trying to tell you, like, hey, kneel on your feet. We're not trying to
chain you to a radiator.
That part, that part. They don't understand. But if you look at different cultures, the Chinese, the Arabics, the Jews, they're submissive to their husband.
Right.
They know their position.
Well, Lakeisha said this. She's shaking her head. Once I get bored, she said, it's going to be he's going to be the first one I let know I'm sliding.
No, he's not gonna be the first one you let know he's sliding. It's gonna be the other nigga that you're gonna let know that you sliding. The one that you letting know that you're tired of him.
The one that's sliding.
Yeah, that part.
Okay.
The one you keeping in the cut. You know, females like spades. They keep a cut book.
Okay. So Lakeisha, that's one of the reasons why I think Mr. Demise is saying stuff like that. You just made a great example of some of the modern women and how they talk and how they think, which was, once I get bored. Do you know how many men talk about that? So it's like, you mean to tell me if you get bored in a relationship, that mean you about to slide?
Sounds. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
I mean, that's what she wrote.
That's what she wrote.
Yeah, she wrote.
You know
that.
what I mean? And I think, Lakeisha, no disrespect to you, I feel your point, and that's a great point, because women do sometimes may get bored. But is that a reason? Think about it. Is that a reason to slide on a good man?
It's not a good reason to slide on a good man. You know, but see, that's the modern day woman. They selfish. I mean, let's be real. What the fuck? Like, nobody's saying it. They're selfish. It's about them. You know what I mean? You got to think about this. The modern day woman can take $100. Matter of fact, $70. I ain't gonna give them that much credit.
Okay.
$70 to go get a whole fucking outfit. Right? And look like a millionaire. And a man has spent all his money on her just to please her. You feel me? We can't do that. You feel me? That is selfish. How you go in and get that cheap ass tight suit? You know what I mean? Probably $5. Shoes $10. You feel me? The eyelids by $3. Then they probably use some crazy glue or some shit. I don't know. Right. You know what I mean? Then throw the wig on. You know what I mean? And at the end they say they want a real man.
Deep.
That's crazy.
Wow.
The modern day woman, they fucking delusional, man.
Now here goes Scott. What's good, Scott? Thank you for chiming in, man. Welcome, Scott. Appreciate you for chiming in, my brother. Much love and respect. Scott said, boring people get bored. Woo!
That's deep, Scott.
That's a low blow. That's hitting below the belt, bro. That's hitting below the belt, Scott.
You ain't type nothing.
Below the belt. Come on, man. That was a booger hook right there. Booger hook. Along with what he said was, I'm not here for my brother's entertainment. All right, I'm here to build and establish a life. Right. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
And that's what we talked about earlier. Me and my man Demise was talking about, trying to get the younger brothers in a certain space to help them be aware of some of the things that, they may face. They may seem though it's something real, but it may not be, so that they won't become, tripped up in situations that they can really avoid. Right. We discussed that. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. So thank you, Scott, for your comment, brother. Okay. Now, Nana says, who else supposed to be about? I don't understand the question. Who else it's supposed to be about? I don't know what she's talking about right there. Okay, but we're going to move on. And I think Lakeisha said it's not. I don't think it's not the only reason. It's not a good reason to basically, is what she's saying, I think, to basically bounce or slide because she's bored or that person is bored.
Right.
All
so
right?
she shouldn't do it then.
Right, shouldn't do it then.
She should find ways to make shit exciting.
Okay. So Akai says, no, that means child support, spouse support, half, the house, etc., and nothing for the man. He has to start over, getting it out the mud.
My man,
I told you gonna have some.
Hey,
told you
Powers,
gonna have
man.
something powerful.
Look at me, man. Look at me, bro. I'm getting comfortable. Right? I don't took the shades off, right? I don't fucking drink no more, but I'm getting comfortable with your antics because them shits is right. Them shits is right, and that's why I've been preaching. The man got to start all over. After even if we build this woman up, we done paid all the bills, we done bought this. Once the shit is over, we got to start all over. You know what I mean? They get the child, we get child support. You feel me? You see how that shit works? You know what I mean? And then they put us on the system.
Right.
Then they put us on the system. And the one thing you got to learn about when they put us on the system, they put our kids in the system.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's the first system these young niggas is going through.
Listen up, young fellas.
That's the first system they going through. That child support system, that court system, that family court.
Listen up, young ladies.
So it's programming them, like they watching their mother, and I mean, sometimes these kids going to court with them. So they watching their mother with a judge and that. So they getting acquainted with that. Now, the second part of the system is when these white motherfuckers get them. So the mother is already setting them up. And they always sit there and say the father is the one that messed up the child. But you got to think about this. The father ain't really been in the household for 25 years because the mother ain't want him in there.
Right.
So who been raising these kids? Who been raising them? The mother, right? So if these kids fucked up, the mother fucked up.
Woo!
I mean, let's be frank.
I don't know.
Let's be frank. And why we not in the household? It's not because we don't want to be there. We're not in the household because there's been a rule established where it only allows us certain times we could be with our kid or around our kid.
Okay. Good point. Okay, let's go back to the comment board, see what the people saying about this. Well, Nana said she was responding to Demise, about your homeboys. He's saying that the modern day women are selfish and think it's all about them. What she's saying is, who else is it supposed to be about? See, Nana, that's the
so
energy.
It's supposed to be about y'all.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be just solely about you or the woman. And that's something that the younger women have to understand, because if that narrative is continuously to be being taught, that's messing up them young people that's coming up in their 20s, thinking that it's supposed to always be about me. Who else is supposed to be about?
And they would never have a husband.
Come on, man.
Because when you get married, it teaches you to be one. So if it's all about you, you'll never be married. You're gonna be single for the rest of your life, probably just like your mother.
Right.
Apple don't fall far from the tree, so you gotta understand some of these comments.
Real talk. I got you on that. I got you. So this is why we talking this about this particular subject, man, because it's becoming very, very real to a lot of the people that's coming up behind us.
It's bad for the people that's coming behind us.
Right.
Because you got some of these older adults now, where they're acceptable. They're being accepted for these young kids to do, like, for instance, Dwayne Wade. You know what I mean? That's your child. He never had sex with a woman and nothing, but he wants to be a girl, and you allow that. That's
his feelings, and you're allowed to go with what his feelings is feeling
until
at that moment.
Until my child is 18 and out my house.
Come on.
It's my feelings.
Come on, bro.
You're my child. You're my responsibility.
I believe that.
You feel me?
I believe
so
that.
If you want to go dance in high heels, not in this house. I mean, and everybody will sit there and say, "Oh man, I'm not defend nobody." But forget all that, man. Somebody got to stand up for these kids, man, because they being misdirected, because everybody's sitting there saying not to offend nobody. Everybody's so sensitive.
Emotional. Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
I mean, I got children, and I'd be damn if any of these people talk and say, "Hey, it's cool to be this way." It's not.
Right.
I was raised one way, and I mean, the Bible, the Quran, it reads the same thing, you know?
Facts. Lakeisha said, now you're right about the system. When you talked about bringing the children into the system and all that stuff. Yeah, she said, you're right about that. And Dax said, they tried to ruin our lives. You talking about the system, or you talking about the modern women that we?
He's talking about both. I think he's talking about both. I think he's talking about both.
Said, "Damn right, brother."
I think he's talking about both. the modern day women in the system.
Ursula said, "I want a man that knows." All right, listen to this. I want a man that knows how to lead in order for me to submit. Lead meaning pray, provide, nurture, and learn me. That makes a submissive woman. You heard that? You heard that before?
I did. But then it almost got me. It almost got me. The way she put it up in there, it almost got me. But same dialogue.
Right.
Same dialogue.
Right.
I'm gonna skip that one. You had that one.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing with that, Ursula. In a man's nature, his nature is to lead. He wants to lead.
Facts.
He definitely wants to guide.
Facts.
But the problem, what we're talking about, and what Demise is talking about these modern women, he's speaking about how when that is in position, when that man is in that situation to provide and lead and nurture, some women don't want it.
Oh, say it again, brother. Please.
Some women really don't want it.
Right.
What do I mean? Give me an example, brother Dave. Give me an example, Supreme. Give you an example. The brother say, listen, baby. I always say this. I always use it because this is a very good example. And it goes with the young lady, Kiki Palmer. Don't wear that.
Shouldn't have.
Don't wear that.
Shouldn't wear that.
They don't want the guidance. They don't want the lead. See, when you really want to accept somebody's lead, which is a man, know that there's certain things he's going to say to you that you might buck at. Even if he break it down to you and help you to understand why he's telling you this, if you buck at it, you don't want the lead.
Oh, say amen.
You don't want to be led. That's the problem that some of the brothers, the good brothers, are dealing with. You understand? That is the problem. Y'all, some women say they want that, but then when he's doing that, you have pushback.
That's that delusional shit.
That's that what?
That's that delusional shit. I'm telling you. That delusional word is going to keep coming up. That's that delusional shit. They don't know what they want.
That's deep.
They don't know what they want. They don't know as a man or a woman. They don't know. They don't know what they want.
Well, Daniel said this. Good. What's up? Good afternoon, Daniel. How you feel, brother? Thanks for tuning in once again, man. I appreciate you for always chiming in, my brother. Daniel said a lot of women grew up without a good man in the house, so they only hear what it's like from others that have similar but yet distorted views.
Hey, DJ, I agree with you. If they didn't have a father in the household, they didn't have a strong uncle in the household, they didn't have a big brother in the household, 9 out of 10 times,
yeah,
she growing up, I don't want to curse, but you understand, she growing up that way. If she ain't got a strong man, then every dude that's coming her way, it's going to destroy her. Wow. Because she's going to see him as the first one, that's my alpha. The second one, that's my alpha. The third one, that's my alpha. And by then, she probably on her 5th child with 3 dudes.
Wow.
Once she mature, then she gets to that level like, I want a real man. I know what a real man is now. Once she been through her troubles. But by then, her track record, you got 3 kids, 5, I mean, you got what? You got 5 kids or 3 kids, you know what I mean? 2, 3 baby fathers. You know what I mean? Hey, dude ain't gonna want you. Ain't no real man. You go sit there as a good man out there somewhere. Yeah, it is. A desperate one.
Wow. That's deep. So you saying basically they don't come to that conclusion of saying, you know what, I'm gonna listen to this man's lead.
Not till they broken.
And not till they broken.
Not till they broken down.
Wow.
Not till they broken down.
That's deep.
Because right now we got females that's moving around here damaged, but they're not broken. They just damaged. Damaged goods.
So this is why they're not getting married today. So we on that same topic.
Right.
One of the reasons why some of the modern women are not getting married.
Nah, they're not getting married.
Okay.
Selfishness it's about them. It's about them.
And I think Lakeisha explained that.
Right. You got to think about how many women sit there and make sure that her husband got lunch before you go to work. Ask him how his day was. Do you need anything? Babe, I'm thinking about you. Calling you like, hey, babe, I'm just getting off of work. You know what I mean? I'm about to head home. They don't want to do that shit. They don't want to know they don't want to call you after work. They don't want you to know where they at. You know what I mean? Maybe because they got somebody else. They don't give a fuck about the nice shit. You know what I mean? You treat them like shit. And hey, you in the door, baby.
They love you.
Yo, they love you. I promise you.
Wow.
They love
from a
you.
black man's perspective, man.
No, this is from the people I see perspective.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Oh man. So Dwight, what's good with you? Thank you for chiming in, Dwight. For all those that just chiming in, for all those that's a part of this dialogue, could you please share the page? You know, it's times I will have 15, 20, 30 people on and I will see 2 shares. So if you support this channel, I appreciate you sharing and liking the page.
Support it, man.
I
Support
appreciate
it
that.
for the content
right
that's gonna
now,
come through.
it's on YouTube as well at this time. So I appreciate if you can do that because it helps the algorithm. Thank you. Real talk. Much love. So Dwight says, let me break it down. It's cheaper to keep her. The white man will fuck you.
Hey, Mr. Hey, Dwight, you almost made me choked up when you reading that shit. You almost made me choked up reading that shit. All right, it's not cheaper to keep her. Okay, it's stress, it's depression. You know what I mean? Xannies, it's drinking. So, you know what I mean? It's not cheaper to keep her. All right, and the white man only fucks you over when you don't fight
and you don't know the rules and regulations and the law.
That part. That's
a lot
when
of
the white
men
man fuck you over.
Don't go and step up into that courtroom. Let me tell you what this this older man said to a younger man. He said a lot of times men are afraid of the court system. They are afraid of even going into the office of the building of the court.
That part.
And because the reason for that is they have fear of being locked up because they was locked up before. Not sure if they got what?
Warrants.
Not sure if they got warrants or may have a warrant open. So those who have been in that lifestyle, you know, that may want to fight for their children, they back off because the fear sets in. Even the fact that the building look a certain way puts some men in fear. And that shouldn't happen. So as Demise said, it's really not cheaper to keep it. And I know that you are from that era. You seem like you are, I know Dwight, you about 60, 70, you up in age. You from the 50s, the 40s, or whatever the case may be. OG. So yeah, I mean, that was a saying in that early time because men really didn't, women didn't work back then too tough.
That part.
They couldn't even go in the bar.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But that was when they was submissive.
Yeah.
Let's keep that word.
Yeah, so the money, the income was only on his back.
That part.
So yeah, it was easy to cheaper far as financially.
Mm-hmm.
But even back then, Dwight, it was stress. It cost, not just money. It cost more than money, bro. Some men lost their lives. Some men blew their damn brains out. Yeah. Some men drank to death. Some men got high. Yeah. Some men was shooting up. Yeah. You understand? It cost them, bro. It did cost them. So in reality, to the young men who was listening, it's not cheaper to keep her. That's an old saying, and trust me, it costs you way more than money. Nana said, who? Not my mother, not mine. Okay, we're not just talking to you. I don't think he's speaking to you direct, personally.
In general.
This is all in general conversation. So please, people, don't take all of this stuff personally, okay? We speaking to people in Wyoming. We talking to people in California. We talking to people right now and New Mexico and Africa, different places, all over the world right now, okay? All right. So, Fred, what's good with you? What's good with you, Fred? Akai says, that sounds crazy. What if I said I'll be a protector and provider when I find the right woman? I'm a provider before I meet that woman. And that's what I explained this to this one lady, right? I said, Akai, I said, so you mean to tell me the brother that you dealing with, you telling him that you're doing all these wifey duties right now? You're doing all these wifey duties, and you're not going to be doing wifey duties if you not his wife. Until he put a ring on it, I'm not doing none of that wifey. You know what I mean? I'm not being no boo-boo the fool and all this other stuff. So you mean to tell me, is he doing husband duties? Yeah. But does that make sense?
Nah, it
so
doesn't.
should he stop doing the husband duties and he don't have a ring on it? That don't make sense.
That's selfish.
It's that delusion you was talking about.
That delusional shit. That's that delusional shit.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
No doubt.
That shit like a drug.
Okay, so you said, so what you said, Lakeisha said, it's these new school women, not the old school
So
women.
now you understand us, Miss Cooper.
Right.
Now you understand that we saying the modern day woman, the new ones.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But it just don't mean the young women, because at the end of the day,
right.
there's a lot of old women who are modernized.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There's no
So
age-
don't get
no
it
age
twisted,
limit.
Lakeisha. There's really no age limit, but we definitely trying to, get to the younger generations. We're trying to actually, give heads up to the younger generation that's coming up, the younger women and the younger men. You know what I mean? But there are a lot of older women who are modern.
Yeah, it is, because
Facts.
I saw a post and there was a 50-year-old woman. I mean, not saying nobody age. It was a 50-year-old woman. She said, "I'm out here looking." You know what I mean? I'm like, "What you looking for?" It better be benefits from Medicaid. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean, like you got to think about it. The vagina, you know what I mean? Like that, like you ain't your value goes down. You know what I mean? Like once you get in your 30s, your value start going down. 40s start going down. 50, you can't do the things that you used to do. You can't put your legs in the back of your head. You know what I
Ladies,
mean?
what y'all feel about that when he said the word "your value go down"? What do you feel about that, ladies? So what you say, Ursula? No, that sound like okay. She said that sound like no, that should make women fall into place. Be his peace. As far as him doing what he got to do, it shouldn't
Bullshit, man.
It's a
Yo, you
bullshit.
can do everything you want, and it's still not gonna be your piece. Y'all gotta be real on this shit. Friends, be real. That's some bullshit right there. Y'all being our piece. You know what being my piece is? When I go out there and work and I'm busting my ass for 12 hours, you know what I mean? 11 hours, whatever. I come home, I got a plate. You know what I mean? My day ready for the next day.
Come on.
I'm taking a shower. I'm coming in laying down. You know what I mean? You ask me, do I need anything? Or rubbing my back or something. Or just ask me how my day. You know what I mean? Me holding you going to sleep. That's my peace.
Come on.
Not sitting there coming home and I know I got an argument or there's no peace there. You know what I mean? You gotta be my peace.
Real
You know,
talk.
if you want to be my peace, that means we won. And some of you women don't understand that we won.
That's some of the things right there that you mentioned, brother. That you know how when people say things like, "What you bring to the table?" Those things you just mentioned, those are some of the things women should bring to the table. Yeah, real talk. So Scott said they want you to lead with your wallet. Going back to the comment about I want a man to lead me, nurture, and all that good stuff.
Well,
but he's saying basically what they're saying is, I want you to lead with your wallet.
Now I agree. That's Scott. Scott, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're on my team now too, man. I agree with him as well. They want you to lead with the wallet because you think about this. If you're paying the rent, you're paying the light bill, you're paying the car note, getting her hair done, and everything else. Oh, that's what you're supposed to do for a woman. But what did you get out of the deal?
Say it one time. What you what?
What do we get out the deal? What they giving them is vagina? That's not. I'm giving you penis. That's a fair exchange. What are you giving me? If I'm giving you all of this, what are you doing for me? As a man, the pussy's overrated.
That's why Akai said what he said. he said it's not really a good, it's not a really good, deal basically.
It's not. It's not.
For the, marrying.
Right.
So this is why a lot of women are not getting married. A lot of women may do the delusional thing. I'm not married because of choice. It's my choice. But in reality, is what some of the things, or a lot of the things that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The man is not marrying them because men have power and control over marriage.
Right. And the man that's well established and the men they want is not going to marry them.
He is the one who put that ring on.
Right. He's not going to marry
He has control over that.
Right. He's looking at her baggage and her luggage.
Deep. Okay.
You got to think about how many men that's established now going to want a woman with that's damaged.
Right.
Or that come with a package, that come with kids and everything else. You know what I mean? Not too many men is going to step in that role and be a father figure for kids and say, you know what, Jim, we want this as my family. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, majority of times, these dudes out here, they're not. Look, watch National Geographic. What a lion do? A lion go take over another lion pride, right? Kill him off, and then kill his cubs, and they go
kill the cubs,
and
right.
then create his own.
That's
He
true.
don't care about them that lion kids.
Right.
And that's how it is out here and where we living at. Where we living in now. We're living in a whole safari right now.
Wow.
A whole freak show.
Deep. So Dak said they don't know how to receive. They don't know how to receive it. It's too difficult to love a modern day chick. They don't know what they want.
Because they broken. Dak, they broken. That's how they don't know how to receive it. They're broken. They never was taught how to receive it.
That's why they want to receive it as time go on.
That
once
part.
they mature.
You know what they receive? They receive disrespect more than they receive something positive. They'll receive the disrespect and sit there and tell their homegirls, oh, he loved me. But they won't receive something positive and she'll go tell her homegirl, oh, man, this motherfucker boring.
Wow.
That's how it goes, bro.
That's deep.
The villain is winning right now.
That's deep. So Akai said, who taught you how to follow? You learn to follow from your man. You can't follow every man the same.
That part.
Facts.
That part.
Lakeisha said, the old school women, what? Lakeisha goes on to say, he had a point with the last comment, but you say the good men lose. The great women lose as well. The great women.
Wait. There's a delusional shit. Y'all, you gotta stop this shit, man. That's delusional shit. You said great woman. All right. Well, I ain't telling my mother. All right. I know my mom's good. You know what I mean? I'm the modern day woman. I don't see nothing great in that.
Wow. Dak said, it seemed like the more you disrespect them,
Yep.
the more they love you. We just had a conversation.
Yeah, we did.
Just
We
a
did.
while ago.
Right. He's only. I'll tell you, we need to bring him a part of the group.
Hey man, this is from a black man's perspective.
Yeah.
This is from a man's perspective. I
Yeah.
think all nationalities are talking about this right now. Real talk. Good point, Butler. Scott says, and a lot of our brothers don't come fully into our manhood until their 40s. In most cases, not talking about just financially. I'm talking about emotionally, spiritually, knowing who they are and grounded. There are through their experience if they survive them. I agree. Great point, brother.
He said we don't come in our manhood until we're in our 40s.
Right. He said basically some, you know what I mean? And he's right about that because
You
sometimes,
know why?
yeah.
Because the emotional part. When you're in your 20s and 30s, you're taught not to be emotional. So we can't be vulnerable. You know what I mean? When we with a woman, we got to be tough all the time. But the minute, it's crazy is that in your 20s and 30s, once you show vulnerability to a woman at that age, you get your heart broken.
You're a punk. You're a wimp.
You're a punk. You're a wimp.
You're a bitch
simp.
ass nigga.
That part. So it's hard to be vulnerable to a woman that you really care about when all she see in this world is that a vulnerable man is weak. It's fucked up out here. It's a sick world we live in. A lot of these women is delusional, bro.
That's real. Okay. Lakeisha said she was replying to Dak Butler's comment. Those are the younger females that Dak is talking about. No grown ass woman desires that. She is going to handle motherfucking business whether she's with or without. She's going to work her fingers to the bone to make sure the home front, children and spouse is good. Miss me with that.
Oh, Miss Cooper.
Talking about Dak.
Yeah, Miss Cooper, there you
My
go.
man Dak.
She responded back to Dak. Miss Cooper, you right. And you know what? It's only about 2% of y'all. And I'm glad you counting for them. I'm glad you counting.
Just two? Come on, man. You got to do better than that. Come on now. Come on now.
98% rules. It's only 2%.
Nah, man. Women are doing their thing now, man.
Yeah,
They're
2%
doing
is a high rate. 2% is high.
Okay.
Give me 2% of $1 million.
Okay.
All right, then. It's a high number right there.
Yeah,
I can't go to 3.
But on top of that, what's good with you, Rashid? How you feel, my brother? How you feel? Much love, respect to you, bro. Frederick, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Frederick said, keep teaching the truth. Lakeisha says, shit, I don't need a ring. I'm going to do my shit regardless. Fuck a ring. Fuck a marriage license. That piece of fucking paper. See?
Miss Cooper, I tried to be on your side.
We tried.
There's that delusional shit right there. You were just talking some other shit up there. Now you're back to this shit. Marriage is not a piece of paper. It's sacred. When a man, listen, you don't choose to marry a man. A man chooses to marry you. So when a man devote himself to you, it's more than a piece of paper. You're his only piece of vagina. You're his happiness. You're his peace. You're his everything.
See, but here's the thing, Demise. Just like Hakeem Muhammad said, it's the older ones that's the younger ones learn from.
Oh yeah, well, if the older ones, I mean, say that again.
It's the younger, it's the older women, or men, for that fact, learn from the younger women. Younger women learn from the older women.
Yeah.
So this idea that she even's talking about,
that's why it's fucked up.
Fuck marriage.
Yeah, that's why it's fucked up.
You think that's why? Hell with marriage. It's only a piece of paper.
We ain't got no big mamas no more. Ain't got no grandmas no more. The older women don't want. Yeah, when the older women don't want to be baby mamas no more. They want to be grandmas no more. They want to be out here too, twerking and turning up and getting lit. They want to see what that be about. You know what I mean? They been raising kids their whole goddamn life. They ain't got time to say and be big mama and grandma. Fuck that. They want to be lit.
They want to be lit.
Yeah, man. They want to be lit. Fuck
wow, that's deep. That's deep. So the older women are teaching these young girls these lessons. Instead, they are competing with them. They definitely competing. And I mentioned that too a few days ago.
Can't compete with a young girl. You can't. You can't compete with a young girl. You got to think about it. A 2023 and a 1990 car. There's no competing right there. You got to think about it. There's no competing. You can't compete with a young. I know that in the fight, if I got 2 minutes in the fight with these young niggas, they got more stamina than me.
More energy. More stronger too.
You know right. Stronger, yeah. Once you get 1 minute and 59 seconds, I know it's a wrap. That's what I'm saying. Like, we ain't got to do this. I mean, so I know my limits. You women that's older, y'all got to know y'all limits. Y'all can dress like y'all young, but your body don't act like that. I promise you can't run up the stairs 3 times back and forth.
This topic we on is one of the reasons why women are not getting married today.
Delusional.
So this is the topic. This is the topic. So if you're just chiming in, and please share and like the page. All you have to do is click. We appreciate it.
They're not holding themselves accountable. Yeah. They're delusional. You got to think about it. A woman can say anything ignorant to you, belittle you, put you down, and she won't come apologize to you.
Wow.
She'll probably try to give you some pussy and sit there. I mean, that's her apology.
But that's enough.
That's it. That's it.
That's deep right there. Okay, so what you say, Lakeisha? Okay, she already said that already. Okay, we don't need a ring and all that guts. Regardless, hell with the ring. Okay, Hakeem said it's the older ones. Okay, the younger one learns from. Okay, Akai said the older woman. He said the same thing. Lessons, you know what I mean? Okay, instead they competing. All right. Okay, Ursula Williams says, I have a husband. He provided from day one. He showed and provide and proved that he can and will be that man I needed. That was 10 years ago, and it's the same now, today. Blessings to you. Much love and respect for you, Ursula. Thank God, much love.
That's probably the only comment you're going to see. That's probably the only comment you're going to see that been married for 10 years plus. That's probably the only comment, so we got to cherish that.
Hakeem, Lakeisha said, Hakeem, we try to train them. Sorry for that. Sorry for the train. But I put my two boys and 2 girls on life. Handle your shit, whether you have a mate or not. I agree. I handle your shit, whether you have. I agree.
But who they try to train?
But who? Yeah, yeah. Who are you training? Sorry for the training. We try to train them.
Who's them?
Yeah, I think that's what you're messing up at. If you're talking about train the men or train the girls, maybe saying train the young girls.
Yeah,
okay, maybe she said, I don't know. You let me know who you training. So I got
to
type that again.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I like that one. We won. Okay. That part. Now Hakeem says, how would you even know what his piece is and you don't know him? You would have to learn who he is. That was an uppercut.
Yeah.
Hakeem, that was an uppercut.
Yeah. Hakeem, that's right. That's right. They get to know a person, like, you know what? And it's probably going to piggyback off something else we was going to talk about.
Right.
You know, you said get to know a person. Mm-hmm. See, I met a shorty one time, and when we got to know each other, and I sit there and say, let me see your paperwork. Let's get tested and everything.
Okay, before you go on, this is the next subject, y'all. The next subject is how come men don't ask for the coochie paperwork? All right, go ahead. You can continue on with that young shorty you met.
So, you know, I asked her, you know, let's do paperwork. And she said that probably was the realest shit that any man ever said to her.
Been there.
And you know why? Because, you know, once I was really feeling her. Two, it's so much going on right now. And these women have options. And when they say they have options, you don't know how many of those options they're sleeping with. Facts. So, you know, and the woman is not going to tell you she's burning. What's going to happen is you have sex with her, if without a condom or something, you have sex with her without a condom. I mean, you come back and tell her you burning, she burned you, she gonna put it on you. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna feel guilty because you didn't get tested because you know slept with 3 other different women probably raw, so you gonna probably think that it came from you. So you gotta ask these women for paperwork. Mm-hmm. Paperwork. And in order to find out, you know what I mean, like the truth. You want to get to know them, let's start with the paperwork. Once you ask for that paperwork, then she's gonna open up with everything else. Because she's gonna feel comfortable. Like, damn, you know what I mean? This nigga know my status. You know what I mean? Like, no other nigga asked me that. Let's see what this dude is about. You know what I mean? It's certain shit that is intrigue a woman. Not to get off topic, but it's that's what I'm saying.
No doubt. What do y'all feel about asking each other for the paperwork when you about to date someone, you really feeling that, and you possibly want to go further and jump in the sack? All right, okay, what my man Frederick said, their life is not right. Frederick also said, mature women usually have friends, women that interfere with fake coach because they're not right.
Yep, Mr. Blunt, they're going to have those.
Their life
Especially if their friends are single. Oh, the friends want them to be miserable just like them.
Right. And Hakeem said, how you know what their piece is and you don't know him? You would have to learn who he is.
Yeah, we discussed
okay. That. Scott said, I want to be able to do things by you, but you have to work with me. I want to be able to do those things, but you have to be able to work with me. I got you. Scott said, Conway said, you picking the wrong women.
Let me read that one. Mr. Casey, that's a miss of Mr. Casey.
That's Mr. Conway. I think that's Conway Casey.
Conway Casey. You
man.
Picking the wrong woman. You know what? That's a cliche statement right there. You never can sit there and say you picking the wrong woman. How you know you picking the wrong woman? Like I just said previously, you get their representative the first 6 months.
Okay.
You don't know you got the wrong woman until like a year in. All right, so a woman can sit there and be this person and you believe that every day she's consistent with a routine, you know, until she changed to who she really is.
Right.
And once she changes to who she really is, that's when you start getting to know her. So it's not about picking the wrong one. It's about, is these women going to be honest? Won't you ask them that instead of sitting there saying a man picking the wrong one?
Well, I mean, he got a point, though. He do have a point, you know, on picking the wrong woman. Sometimes you got to think about it, too, Demise. Sometimes men and women have a certain taste. All right? And that taste might be, for that man, that taste might be that big old booty. It got to be a certain size. You know what I mean? And she got to have that waistline, that baddie. You know what I mean? That baddie that men and women talk about.
The wife or just the fuck?
No, I'm talking about a man have a certain taste.
Yeah.
So he's saying you probably picking the wrong one, right? So maybe the person's taste is what he's picking. Possibly can be that wrong one. It might be that hood chick that you constantly pick that is always doing the same damn thing. The red flags are always there. So I think that's where he coming from as well. You know what I mean? So it could be, you know, your taste for the woman. It could be the taste she like in a certain dude, that swag. And she keep getting that person with that swag, but the character is fucked up. You know what I mean? So I agree with you on that, my man Conway. Daniel said it's the step away factor. It's a harder situation for women when children are involved. Most men are damaged as well. Plant seeds and don't want to feed or watch.
What?
Don't water feed or watch them grow. So they, as in women, become hardened.
Hey, Miss Johnson. Oh, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah.
All right. Most men are damaged. And I think you're saying that we don't want to, men don't want to be there to water their seeds or watch them grow. See, it's true in certain situations, but majority of situations out here, it's not about our choice. It's the woman's choice. We don't, once that baby is born and once we're not with her no more, it's no longer become our choice because we put it in the system. We put it on a routine. So it's not that if it was my choice, I'd be in my child life every goddamn day. But when you got a court rule, you have to follow that. If you don't follow it, you go to jail. So that statement right there is for some fathers, but majority.
But there are a lot of good fathers out here.
Yeah, and we don't get no recognition.
I mean, there's a very great,
we don't get no recognition.
Good percentage of great dads.
We don't get no recognition,
especially in the black community.
Right,
there are a lot of, but you know,
in the black community, the baby daddy is Section 8. The baby daddy is welfare. The baby daddy is Medicaid. The baby daddy is TRA. The baby daddy is low income. That's the baby daddy. The father don't get no recognition. He's just put in the system and given a number, a case number. Wow. That's what it's just like jail. In jail, you get a case number, right? You get a number when you get in there. Child support, you get a number too. So it's not. It's in majority of these fathers out there that want to be fathers. It's hard to be a father when you got the system and the woman fighting against you. Come on now. I mean, let's not be delusional. Let the woman be delusional. Come back over here, Daniel.
So the topic is why don't men get that paperwork on that coochie?
You know why? You know why they don't get the paperwork on the coochie? First of all, you gotta think about it. These women are dressed up in their costume. They got the wig, the lashes. They looking good. They got the pussy print. So man is thinking with hair. He not thinking with this right here. He thinking with his dick. So he's looking at that like she bad as hell. He asking questions about, oh man, she a good girl. Nobody could get her. He think nobody could get her. Probably not the niggas fucking in the hood, but it's probably some OT niggas fucking her. You know what I mean? So you don't know where that pussy at, because that's her pussy.
Explain to them what OT is.
That's out of town. Because these females like to deal with out of town niggas now. You know what I mean? Because the hood is small. So everybody know everybody business. So the out of town niggas,
so you saying the chicks going out of town now?
Yeah, they acting like niggas now. Okay. They the new niggas. They the new niggas. And the niggas are the new bitches. That's why the niggas wearing, you know what I mean, little tight clothes and shit like that. They want to be, they feminine and they emotional. They want to be like the woman. And the woman want to be like the men.
Facts. So what you said, Lakeisha, we going back to Lakeisha Cooper, and I appreciate you once again, Lakeisha, for chiming in. I appreciate you. We take your responses, your comments. We appreciate you even having the heart to comment. Lakeisha says, if you as a man digging that woman, bruh, you're going to take her with all her baggage.
That's bullshit.
Young men, listen up, young man.
That's bull. This is for my young fellas out there. If she got baggage, luggage, and a train ticket, my nigga, leave her where she at. Point blank, she's not gonna appreciate you for picking up her baggage. She's not gonna appreciate you for helping unpack her luggage. So My nigga, leave her right there because it's a fucking head case, all right? All right, those kids, that might not be yours. If you're not married enough and sitting there, matter of fact, if she's not a woman enough to sit there and say a man is stepping in because her baby father ain't there, and she can't show you that respect, leave her ass. Don't believe some of this shit on the internet.
Yeah.
I tell you, these women are delusional, man. And Cooper is proving me right. Miss Cooper,
we love your comments,
we love your comments,
Keisha, because there's a lot of women that think like you, and that's fine, and we understand what you're saying.
All her baggage. Hell no, you got grabs.
We do understand what you're saying regarding if a man loved or feeling this woman, he's going to take all her baggage. I understand what you're trying to say. I'll take some flaws, depending on the baggage you're talking about.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, to the young men, you don't have to accept none of the baggage or the disrespect. You don't have to accept, none of that crap.
Now,
because you have, especially you young brothers who have don't have children.
Right.
Especially you young brothers who are doing your thing, man. You got your life together and you're making it happen. You don't have to take none of that. You don't have to take none of that attitude. You don't have to take none of that disrespect. You don't have to take none of that. Because you know why, young brothers? You got too many options.
That part.
You got too many options. Don't let them make you believe that. And that's it. That's the narrative that a lot of women do to a lot of the young brothers that's coming up. And older women, as we talked about earlier, they put that out there. They try to shame, make them feel guilty, belittle and insult.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
all about control. Once you damage the beast like that, he's going to be submissive to you. So you got a weakling now.
So you saying it's only like 2%?
2%. That's a high number. That's a high number. You got to think about the shit. Put in perspective of 2% of $1 million, and we be out there right now. 2%.
Akai said
2.5?
2.5.
Me and Powers been on the same page. All right, Powers, I get that extra 0.5. All right, that's like me breaking up grams. I feel you, Powers.
All right. Dak said he's so defensive.
Always defensive.
Okay, Daniel said if you can't deal with being bored, you will never understand being in love, not just loving somebody.
All right, DJ. I like that, DJ.
Yeah,
I like
brother.
that. That was a good one.
Brother.
That was a good comeback.
I like that.
That was a good comeback.
Yeah, I agree with you, my man Daniel. I respect that comment, brother, and that's one of the problems too, brother. The reasons why, some women are not getting married today is because they always want to be lit, always want to be happy. Always want to be smiling.
Yes.
Always want to be tickled. Always want an everyday orgasm.
Always want a nigga to chase him.
That's not going to work. That is not a happy relationship.
No, it's not.
Yeah. You can't expect to be, everything going on. Look, if you in the house and nothing going on and it's bored, that's a good thing sometimes, my sister.
Yes. You know why? You're saving money.
Yeah.
You're not getting shot. Nobody's fucking you over. You're living life another day above ground.
Yeah, the problem with is I think Instagram and Facebook is messing up a lot of women head.
It is. They want to live. They want to live like that. They think that's real life. They think the virtual world is real life. That's what they fucking up at. They think the virtual world is real life. They forget about when they come out here and catch the bus. I'm catching the bus. They forget about that life. I'm catching the Uber.
Wow. I'm not taking the jet.
That part. They not on no jet. There's no pictures for them front when they sitting on a jet.
Wow.
Want to be lit.
Yeah, it's not going to be lit all the time. Not going to happen. Real talk. Miss D, what's good with you, Miss D? Thanks for chiming in. I appreciate you. For all those who are on this live right now on this channel, I appreciate you. I would like for you, if you can do me that favor, press like. Please share the page. You know what I mean? I know some of you might be saying, I ain't sharing no page. Why not? What's the problem? You don't want nobody to see that you watching this? Come on now, share the
love and
page,
support, baby.
show some love, man. I appreciate it. Real
Yeah,
talk.
but Casey over here, wow, I'm gonna keep reading these comments.
Miss
I'm
D.
over here. Casey right here. Look
Miss
what
D.
Casey said, man.
Who that right here?
Nah, right here. Wrong
Okay,
mindset,
I got you. Miss D says, due to equality, women and men are forgetting their place in a relationship. It's becoming a cycle. I identify some good men, but fear a submissive woman.
Are you fear a submissive woman?
I identify some good men, but fear a submissive woman. I don't get it. Are you saying they identify with some good men, but they have a fear of being a submissive woman? If that's the case, let me know. Okay. Conway said, wrong mindset, bro, and women today.
And that's one. Hey, Casey, you one of the leaders that I don't want none of these young dudes to listen to, because you've been on these comments defending. I don't know if you're a woman or a man, but if you're a man, you keep defending instead of looking at the perspective of what we're talking about and looking at it in the world today and seeing that it's right there in your face. How you can be blind to it? You want to type of if you're a male, you remind me of the type of dude that get cheated on and sit there and say it was your fault.
Well, maybe Conway had experience. Maybe he did have a bad experience, and maybe he have a situation where he possibly been dealing with good women. So maybe he dealing with a good woman and understand that there are good women out here and never really experienced too many bad situations with a woman. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt on that.
Right? You got part of that 2%.
That's part of, you got 2%?
You got part of that 2%.
Okay. Scott said, man, put yourself first. Married or single.
Woo! Hey, Scott, that's good. You know why? If you put yourself first, the castle never falls. If you put the king first, the castle never falls.
Facts. I agree. Lakeisha, what you say? My children. Okay. I don't understand.
You're gonna put your children first, and you're gonna remain single.
Okay. Hakeem said, let's talk about Hakeem Muhammad, man. What's good with you, Muslim brother? Much love and respect. Assalamu alaikum. Hakeem says, married 27 plus years. I learned to love my wife. We have 24. We were 24 when we got married. We were not the same individuals. One key factor, we keep the fire lit. And we always look forward to something new. All right, okay.
But I agree with you. I agree with you.
Frederick said, true facts. I did what my ex before kids. I did that with my ex before kids. Hakeem says the first 3 years is a honeymoon. Hey, the first 5 years, you just got to know each other. And the first 3 years is the honeymoon. The first 5 years, you just got to know each other. Okay. My children tell me I'm one of them. Okay.
All right.
So now, when I read the word 5 years, that took me to my man, the singer, Tyrese. Tyrese said that his wife left him after 5 years. Up and just bounced. I can't hear you.
Mr. Muhammad said that's when you just getting to know her. So
that's just when you're getting to know her.
So I guess Tyrese got to know her and she left.
She bounced.
Yeah.
And he said there was really nothing going on. He said he never put his hands on her. None of that. No big old arguments and none of that.
She was bored. He was a good guy.
She was bored.
Right. Woo! She was bored. And Mr. Muhammad, you said the first 3 years of honeymoon.
But you know what she most of them use? What they use is he's controlling.
Oh, you don't do that. Don't do that on here. Don't do that. I wasn't even gonna bring that up. Don't do that shit on here, man. Now you got them mad right now.
He was controlling.
That's what they say. They never sit there and say they was the problem or what was the problem or what they did.
No,
he
sir.
was controlling.
He was controlling.
God damn, the scapegoat. God, I'm too old for this shit. I'm too old. They need to grow the fuck up.
Yeah, that's definitely one to be used, which is part of that shame, guilt, insult.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Woo!
Yeah.
So what you say, Takesha? Well, more men should step up so the system don't have to.
Oh, let me get this one. Miss Nicole, how you doing? Thank you for being on this podcast. You know what I mean? Very beautiful smile. More men should step up so the system don't have to. Let me tell you something. The system steps up before the man does. The man already stepped up. The system is put on the man. So no matter if we doing right, we doing wrong, you're going in the system. So that statement right there, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but honestly, you go in the system regardless of what. In this day and age that we live in, it's all about money. It's all about revenue. It's all about greed. It's not about the child. She's not going to child support for the child. She's going to child support for her. So she can get all the benefits and reap all the benefits.
Deep. Okay, what you say, Nikisha? Well, the ninjas taught these ladies well. They've done it for so long, and women accepted it. Now the tables have turned.
That's Nicole again?
That's
Nicole again with that shit.
That's the Keisha. She going in.
Oh, how you gonna put that on us when your mama taught you? How you gonna put that on us when your mama taught you? You watch your mama creep out late at night and act like you was asleep.
She what?
You watch your mama creep out late at night when you act like you was asleep.
Don't say nothing.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
All right.
But she learned from us.
Woo!
Okay, next.
What you say, Frederick? Facts, my brother. Talking about that baggage. Yeah, you don't have to accept that baggage, brothers. To my young 24-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds, 28-year-olds, 30-year-olds, to my 33-year-old, to my 35-year-olds.
Yes,
if you meet a woman with mad baggage, brother, and it's something rubs you the wrong way, you do not have to accept that bag. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Wow. Am I speaking to the choir? Well,
I apologize.
You're not getting an amen now.
Amen.
All right. You know what I mean? You don't have to accept that, my brother. No, sir. Don't let them tell you you're not a strong man. You're not a real man. You're not this and that. Because why? You can't take care of my 5 children. You don't even want to buy my kids nothing. You're going to walk away because these are not your kids.
You better stop.
You're not a rotten. You're not a goddamn man. You's a wimp. You're a punk ass little motherfucker. You're talking about you don't want to come and take all my baggage. Hell no. You a weak man. You a gutter man. You's a bum nigga. Yeah. You ain't nobody. Who you think you are? You bum. You loved me when you got with me, and now you're saying you don't want it. Hey. Woo-wee. Brothers, you don't have to take that.
Order.
Not today. Not today.
We gotta stand up for ourselves.
Stand up for yourself, black man. Stand up for yourself, white man. Stand up for yourself, Spanish man. Stand up for yourself, Korean man. Hey. All right. Next to the person, Lakeisha. You again, Takesha. Takesha said vice versa. Women don't have to take. Exactly. Right. So that's what we're saying. So now you're hearing men say this now. See, this is that era of accountability.
Right.
And I think a lot of women don't like when men say this. They don't like the fact that men have boundaries.
That part.
Listen up, young fellas.
They hate the boundaries.
They don't give a damn about your boundaries.
Oh, no, they don't respect it.
They don't respect what you're saying.
No.
And she said earlier, Takesha said, somebody said, it's about what they say. They said, who else is supposed to be?
It's about them.
Who else is supposed to be about?
Who's supposed to be about?
Right. I think Nana said that. Nana, somebody said that, right? Okay. All right. So we getting somewhere. Okay. So Conway, y'all cats gonna die old, single and alone in an apartment.
See, that's a Casey again, bro.
Casey, I was on your side, bro.
I wasn't. I was never on your side. I knew you was a cruddy motherfucker. I never on your motherfucking side.
Casey,
I told you to defend his ass too.
Yeah,
first of all, let me tell you something, my G. I'm not gonna die single and alone in an apartment.
I'm married.
I'm married.
I'm married right now.
Married.
I mean,
see.
I don't understand.
You remind me of a female. That's what they do assume. So maybe it's not that he got a good woman. Maybe he got female characteristics. That's probably what if you a man. But if you a female, I understand why you typing the way you typing.
Word. Okay.
Delusional.
Nah, I don't. I gave you your props, KC.
I never gave my props. I knew he was an op.
Okay. All right. So next person who said DJ Hakeem. What's up? Okay. Crisis. What's good? What you thinking for coming on? Crisis, my man. That's Dr. Love right there. All right. Men, chase your purpose. Big up.
Crisis, what's up, baby?
Chase your purpose. Much love. All right, Daniel, Miss D, what you say? Yes, what you saying? Yes to. You gotta say yes to. What are you saying to? Hakeem, good father. Oh, all right, much love. That was a reference to testing. Tests done first.
Yeah, but they don't get the test done first. They fuck first. Mr. Blunt, they fuck first. They test afterwards. This is how they backwards as hell out this motherfucker. They don't test first. They test afterwards. After they finish fucking, slobbing and exchanging fluids, that's when they go get tested. And then they be in the shit all fucked up and nervous afterwards. You know what I mean? Get tested first. You ain't got to worry about that shit.
Okay. That was a reference. Okay, now, Ola says, here's a good one. The man accepts the woman and her children. He takes excellent care of her kids, claiming the tag as daddy to her kids. Should she take the baby daddies to court for child support?
Mr. Carter.
That's a good question.
Mr. Carter.
Hold on. Let me read it again so, everybody else can hear and understand it before we misunderstand what he's saying. He said that, the man accepts this woman now and her children. He takes excellent care of her children.
Yeah.
This man accepts his children, claiming to be daddy to her kids. Now, should she take the baby daddies, which is the real fathers, right, to court for child support? That's a good damn question,
Mr.
bro.
Carter. What I would say is that I'm never going to tag myself as daddy to somebody else's children. I'll be a guardian for them kids, but I would never be a daddy because I'm not their father. And should she take the baby daddies to court for child support? I don't think that no black man should be in the system. We've been in the system all these years. He's going to learn on his own when them kids get older and them kids don't want nothing to do with him. That's his real punishment. His punishment is not the system. His punishment is his own reflection hating him. That's his punishment. So no man should be in the system. The system is not made for a black man that been suppressed in the system all these years and his ancestors too.
I agree. Wow. Good point, brother. Good question, Ola. Good question. Well, my answer to that, man, hell yeah, she should take them to court. Child support. I'm not going to be feeding all these goddamn kids. What the hell wrong with you?
I'm sticking to my guns on this.
Hey, man, look.
I'm sticking to my guns on this.
Get some child support from them. I mean, if they not paying nothing, get some money from them or something.
Yeah, that part.
If these guys working, they out here getting it or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? They in the bars.
Hey, but you gotta look at this point too. Maybe she's not trying to pursue the child support because of some other reasons. Maybe that's not his child. You ever think about that? Yeah.
I think about that one.
That part. Yeah.
That's a heavy one.
That was neat. Haystack.
You took that out the.
Yeah. I had to reach far for that.
You
one.
Ain't shit, bro.
I know. I try not to be.
So you mean to tell me? Damn, that's a good one, bro. I mean, yeah, let's talk about that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
How many kids might not be that man's child in situations like that? That happened for many years, bro. It's not talked about.
Yeah, it's never talked about.
But we talk about that on that show.
It's a woman doing it. That's why it's not talked about. It's a woman doing it.
Right.
I mean, and it's not going to be talked about because you know what? You got these simple, weak ass motherfuckers that's going to sit there and say, you know what? You're as much. Knowing this chick down cheat on him, knowing this chick down disrespect him, knowing this chick don't show you no value to him, and how you know she ain't giving that pussy? She ain't fucking.
Right.
Why you at work? Why you doing this and that? Trust me, these females, you'll never know when they cheating. Woo! Never. They so smooth with it because you know what? They know what time you go to work.
Mm-hmm.
They know what time you get off. They watching your routine. They watching if you go hang out with the homeboys. If you go to the weight room. In between those times, she's going to fuck another nigga if she's not happy with you. So while you at the weight room trying to get right, she in the bedroom getting right.
Woo! All right, that's coming from a black man's perspective, you know what I mean? Some of the black man perspective. What's up, Conway? Conway says, David Adams, let me hop on this chat so I can give y'all some real knowledge. All right, come on, give us some real knowledge, Conway. Much love to you, brother. Okay, Scott, what you say? Your brother's really great at this and insightful. Your brothers are really great at this and insightful. Thank you, brother. Much love, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man, for chiming in. I appreciate you can share the page and like the page. I appreciate it. Much love and respect. Yeah, man, that's a heavy statement my man pulled out. That haystack, which is that little needle, man. That was heavy right there.
Yeah, I had to reach, man. I had to reach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what you say, Hakeem? Hakeem said, I paid child support for my oldest son, and his mother got married. We all have one of the most beautiful relationships that exes and wives can have. Much love. Brother Dave, you really need to let me tell you that story. And the real star is my son's mother. All right, brother. Hey, man. Blessings and blessings, brother. Respect.
I'm trying to understand
real talk.
What he meant by that.
I'm thinking he's saying basically, you know, he paid child support, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And all that good stuff. But, you know, the mother got married, whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? And, you know, and they have basically a good relationship. They have a really good relationship. And there are some people that have great relationships. I have a great relationship with my ex-wife right now. At one time it was rocky, but great relationship.
Miss Mom, and all due respect, all praise to Allah. Let me tell you something. Once she put me on child support, there's no mutual respect. There's no cordial, because you sent me to a system. And I know how you feel, you know what I mean, by paying it because you support your child. But that judge wasn't in that bedroom with me. That judge wasn't on dates with me. That judge wasn't on the phone calls with me. That judge wasn't with me changing diapers before she left. You know what I mean? So for that to be stripped from me and not for me to be able to raise my child in the household, like I was raising a child in the household with my daddy and my mama, that's wrong because it showed that the woman got all the power. And by me paying, she gets more if I'm not on child support. And that's what these women don't understand.
Woo! So do you think it would be a great thing if the man, the woman come to an agreement and just go ahead and you just give her the money that way? Because sometimes I think a lot of brothers get to the point where they don't give the woman nothing. And that's why she go to child support, because of that.
Well, the child support is for the child.
Right. That's what
Tell
I'm
me
saying.
what my child needs.
Right.
I don't want to hear that your rent need to be paid, because my rent need to be paid too.
Yeah, but here's
my
the
life
thing.
need to be paid too.
But a part of that child support is for the rent.
No.
For that child to stay under that roof. That's what. You know?
No. If you can't sustain a roof for my child, give me my child until you get on your feet. Once you get on your feet, then I give you back my child, because I got to do the same shit you do. It's just the fact that the court say I get to see my child every other weekend. You got my child every day.
Got you.
That's the ruling that you and the white man worked out.
Come on.
But if you give me my child and you get yourself together, you know what I mean? I can sustain the roof. I got to pay rent. I got to bring food in here. I got to pay for this. I got to pay for that. So the same job you doing, I'm doing too on my end. But child support is for the child. If you can't handle your responsibility, that's your rent. That's your light bill. My kid name don't come on that PSNG. My kid name don't pop up on these other bills. Those your bills.
Right. Got you. Okay. I hear your point, brother. I hear your point. Okay. Insightful. Okay. Boom. Takesha says, oh my God, that's all not true. All ladies, we never say all. I mean, we never say all. When we speak in reference to things that's in general, it's always a percentage. Always a percentage, okay? Don't never look at it. I'm never saying
I never
all,
said
you know
all. I
what
said 98%.
Right.
Says 2%. Yes, you met a part of that 2%. You part of that 98.
Please stop putting us in the box. we are not the same. And I totally agree, Takesha. You know what? I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to put nobody in the box of all women. I'm never doing that.
I'm trying to put all 98% in the box.
You put 98%.
98% in the box.
Yeah.
It's 2%. 2% is a high
Khan
number.
said 2.5. He put
2.5. There we go. 2.5.
Okay. So what percentage would you say, Takesha, is in this world doing that far as what you said earlier? Somebody had said they know not out there hoeing or something like that. Okay. Oh, yeah. She said all ladies aren't out there hoeing around.
And Takesha, let me tell you something about this. Just because you're not opening your legs doesn't mean you're not hoeing.
You better.
Just because you're not opening your legs doesn't mean you're not hoeing.
Talk.
If you're entertaining the inbox, you're entertaining the DM, you're entertaining text message, you're entertaining the man at work, you're entertaining the man that's outside, you're hoeing.
Woo!
Your mouth is more deadly than your pussy, sweetheart.
Woo! You better talk that talk.
What do you mean? You
better talk that talk.
That's that delusional shit, man. I'm tired of this shit. That's that delusional shit.
Wow, so you saying basically it ain't about just opening your legs.
Nah, because the cheating don't start with opening
legs. But they believe that, though.
The cheating start with an emotional bond.
Yeah, but they believe
that's what they believe.
Just humping.
Yeah, that's that delusional shit. I keep telling you, dude, that's that delusional shit. Wow, that's the new drug going around.
That's deep.
That shit fucked up. It's worse than fentanyl. That delusional shit.
Damn. Woo! Deep. David Adams and co-host, please tune in at 8 o'clock. If you awake, I'm awake at 8 o'clock p.m. It's 9 something, ain't it? Okay. To a hot podcast. I'll send you the information. The subjects are pretty similar. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. All right. All right, my man Hakeem. Check this out, co-host. When my son turned 18, I owed back child support, and my son's mother asked the state to forgive my back child support, and state granted it. My son's mother and I had that conversation. That's what I'm talking about. She said she did it because I was a good father.
Hey, Miss Mommy, now you give more clarification on the situation instead of that comment above. Yeah. Now that right there, I definitely agree with. Shout out to my son's mother. You know what I mean? Key, she did the same shit. You know what I mean? And like that was some real shit. Like man was going through some shit. You know what I mean? It was like a little war, but at the end of the day, we knew that these sons that we created, these is ours. You know what I mean? And no white man should be involved. So now you gave more insight on your story. Now you gave more insight on your story and everything. So I keep looking at the comments talking to you. You know what I mean? That's why I keep looking over the comments and shit. It's a part of me, all right? But now that you give more insight on your story, all praises, man. Like
all praises due. All praises due. Okay, Takesha said, oftentimes women will run to the system because the donor has failed after mom has asked, begged, etc. And I agree with that because that happens a lot. You know what I mean? So that's one of the reasons why they run straight to child support. You know what I mean? Because sometimes men do try to duck that situation, and that's understandable. You know what I mean?
But why he's ducking?
But it doesn't matter. He don't duck when the child support is on his ass.
But that's probably the only man she's telling him that she's pregnant about. That's probably the only man she's telling. She's probably not telling the other two dudes she was having sex with.
Okay.
This is the one that's consistent. This is the one that she likes.
Right.
So she's going to tell him. You got to look at the most cases out here, man. You got look at some of these kids right now, and they with their daddies. They don't look like their daddy. For real. Woo. They barely look like the mother. You know what I mean? He look like the other mother that we don't know about.
Right.
And like that's how these women are fucking. Let me tell you something. These women are more dangerous than men now because they're fucking raw and allowing these they talking about these dudes that these dudes get scammed. All you gotta do is dress up in the outfit, throw some jewelry on, live a nice car. You fucking raw.
Emotions.
That's it.
Feelings. They work on the feelings sometimes.
That part.
Yeah, some women work on.
You think that man got it together and he really don't. It's just an image. It's a facade. He's doing the same shit that she's doing to him. She's showing him a representative. He's showing one too. But she's falling for his representative because there's money involved.
Okay, I see your point. Okay, Conway says this shit is counterproductive and one-sided. The problem is men don't see their faults.
Oh, that got to be a woman.
That's Conway.
He got to be. I don't know if he's feminine or not. Bro, let me tell you something. Women are the only one that don't hold themselves accountable for their faults. Us men, we probably gonna sit there like, yeah, I fucked up, babe. We're not gonna give you a whole fucking paragraph. You know what I mean? Because bad enough for me in trouble. But we're gonna tell you we fucked up, you're sorry, this and that. A woman's not gonna apologize. She's gonna sit there and say, I did it because I was unhappy. I did it because you was not home.
Yeah, but for you know, just to you know, say to Conway, there has been many years of men agreeing and basically coming out saying I fucked up or I take accountability. I was wrong. You know, I was in the streets or whatever the case may be. I wasn't there for the children or whatever the case may be. Even Shahrazad Ali had mentioned this plenty of times. Men in particular were always scrutinized, evaluated, looked under a microscope, and you know, was basically shown their inaccountability. They was always judged in that way for many years. And she said it's the women who never was looked at, evaluated, and looked at how they also had a lot to do with the destruction and the downfall of the relationships. You know, they have always gotten the pass. This is what a woman said, have always gotten a pass, and it was always women, there was always people, society, government has given them a pass all the time. So I can't say, you might say this particular segment might sound like it's one-sided, but the whole idea is we're speaking to younger generation, and especially in particular the young men, to to enlighten them on some things that they may be headed for, far as some of those time bombs.
Exactly. And
so if it sounds one-sided, that's this segment, because
it's definitely not one-sided.
It's not one-sided.
I have sons.
Just speaking truth.
I just want my sons to, like my oldest son, he's engaged. He live on his own with his fiance. He have a child. It's structured that I'm building over here. He don't have a baby mother. You know what I mean? And a lot of these kids out here having sex and having kids early too. So we're just trying to get through to the youth, because it's hard to change the mind of you adults. Y'all minds made up already.
So Takesha, Nicole is giving us a percentage of what she feel as far as the women that actually is doing the wrong, or I don't know if you're saying, she said she would say 40%.
So she's going against my 98%. She's saying 40%
she's
wrong.
Saying, yeah, she's saying about not 98%, 40%.
So that means 60-40. 60% is doing good. Let me ask you, son, Miss Nicole, where that 60% at? Because I done traveled to Atlanta. I done traveled to Australia. What is 60%? You know what? Let me say, I'm married now, so I found one out of the 2%. But I got friends and they single out here. Where's the 60%?
I'm gonna do that soon. I'm gonna do that soon, Takesha. She want me to get a phone. I'm rocking with that soon. All right, I'm gonna have that phone line where you can call in.
40%.
And yeah, you can definitely do that soon.
I'm mathematics fucked up. You know, that's that delusional shit, man.
Okay, Conway said when you talked about his situation, when he said something about here. Let's go back to his comment. My man Conway. Conway said, David Adams, let me hop in this chat, okay? Give y'all some knowledge. Then he talked about down here somewhere. Oh, he said wrong again. Conway said, okay. He said wrong again.
What I'm wrong about? Casey, I don't even know what I'm wrong about. Like, you've been all over the page. I don't know if you still won't state if you're a woman or a man. So I don't even know what.
No, Conway is a man, bro. I think he's a man.
You can't think no more.
As a matter of fact, Conway's he's a DJ. DJ Conway, well,
why he's really good on the woman's side and saying like not understanding where we coming from. We're not talking about all women.
We're not talking about all women.
There's some great women. Shout out to all the great women out there.
Beautiful thing for the great women. Those beautiful women that's out there. We're not talking about you. We're not talking about with them queens.
Yeah, y'all gotta work tomorrow. So we don't want y'all to win. We're talking about the buckheads.
I'm talking about those who we're talking about.
That part.
The shoe that fit.
That part.
That's what we're talking about. So I think sometimes when people have conversations like this, they automatically may put in their mind a certain woman that they know and making it seem as though we're putting that good woman that you're thinking of in this box.
No, we're
That's
not.
not what we're doing. No, not at all.
We're not.
Not at all.
Nicole, you're not with the 2%, all right? You're with the 98. Let's get that clear, all right? I don't care what you coming from here on out.
So, what Takesha said again. Okay, my man, Frederick, tag me when you do this again. I will, Frederick. Great conversation. Could you please do me a favor, Fred? Could you share the page? Could you like the page? Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Much love, respect. What you say, Takesha? Oh, this is Takesha, but she has the same name as the other girl, almost kind of similar. And it's not from any assistance aid.
Wait, she said right now. She said right here.
Right
most
here.
Of my friends
most of my friends associates are
good ones
with their own bags.
It's not from assistance or financial aid or aid. Listen,
okay, that's cool.
All right.
But does that? Here's the thing.
Are they married?
That's what I was about to go to. I was going to ask the question, which was our first comment, was why are women not getting married? Why the men basically not married?
But that's another reason why they not get married. Like she made a good point.
Bag.
Their own bag.
Got their bag.
Once they get their own bag, they feel as though they got to have a man that's not equal
above
to them,
them.
above them. And how many men you know out here making 6 figures?
That's why they can't get a good man.
Oh,
because at the end of the day, the man that's making way more than them or educated, he don't want them. Yeah, because they're not in that feminine realm.
Right.
Okay, I got
you got to think about. You got them in the audience we're speaking to.
Wow. Deep. So here go Hakeem. Hakeem said, "Brother Dave, can you ask your audience this question? Why don't single people ask married people genuine questions instead of trying to tell us their opinions as it relates to marriage?" Man, that's a great point. I actually tried that one time, brother. That's really, really a real question, brother.
But the single people want to be where you at.
Yeah, but they're not asking the question. Why they don't ask married people these questions that they need to ask for our relationships?
Because single people, their opinions, like you said,
but they're trying to tell us.
They're telling us what to do, and they're single. Delusional shit, man. You gotta start falling for the shit, man.
Yeah.
That's that delusional shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Muhammad, that's the delusional people, man. They fucking delusional. They all out here. It's
that's
like a drug.
98%?
That 98%.
Damn.
Mr. Muhammad, stay with us. Stay with the 2%. We good over here.
Okay, so Ms. D said, look, we also need woman's perspective on this topic.
Okay.
We have a lot of irresponsible dad out there, and you need to speak to them about feeding their child, been a single mom, doing what you recommend a single mom to do when a dad is not providing.
All right.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. But it's the part what I disagree with, because at the same time, women got to hold themselves accountable. You open your legs for that man, didn't you? So you chose what responsibility you want to have for your child. That's not really his fault. You chose that.
Yeah, that's the hard truth, because see, what happens is, Miss D, a lot of times, there are situations where, like that, and, always, like we talked about.
She knew he wasn't shit before she got pregnant.
Put the blame on the man, and the man always been looked under, look under this microscope constantly, even if she made the bad decision. You know what I mean? And it's always flipped. So now that's why this is the era of accountability on both sides. So now, people are putting the camera on the woman today because they are not being accountable for some of the things they do. They're not being accountable.
She knew the nigga wasn't shit.
Yeah.
And she let him hit him with the stinky
leg. And deep down inside, she may have known too that he wasn't going to really be there. He wasn't going to be there. She knew it was a fling.
For the first month.
She knew it was a fling. Every time she called this nigga the next week, he ain't around.
That part.
You know what I mean?
I'm
Where
busy.
you at? He lying.
Right. I'm busy.
You just got with him, and deep down inside he don't want a relationship. It's you who in a relationship.
That part. You want a connection.
Yeah, he just was hitting it.
That's it.
And deep down inside, a lot of women do know that. Not saying all. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying this is for all situations. Every situation is different. But for some situations, if they be honest, They knew that man wasn't shit. Why? Because he had 4 other baby mothers.
Yeah, and a bus pass.
And a bus pass?
And a bus pass.
They call them bus passes now?
And a bus pass.
Word.
I'm trying to tell you.
How much some bus passes
I don't know. I ain't had one since 14. I just know that it's popular out
there. You. Oh man. Yeah, man, that's crazy. All right, Fred, I did. Okay, thank you, man. Appreciate that. And once again, the brother name is let me think. Demise. Okay, my man. All right, here go Takesha again. I'm married 11 years. Beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. Much love to you and your husband.
Married 11 years.
That's Takasha.
Takasha
Nicole.
married?
This is a different Nicole. It's not. This is a different Nicole.
This is a different one.
It's a different Nicole.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And lost with y'all. That same name.
Right. So Takasha says, yes, yes, a man has to make more than me. If we're single, it gives me a goal to reach.
If a man
we build together. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Now you losing me, Takasha. You just told me that you was married. Okay. Are you saying you was married 11 years? Are you married now? Okay, and then you said that's the question I'm asking you, yes or no on that. And then you said yes. I guess you're saying yes to being married 11 years. Okay, a man has to make more. She's saying yes to the amount of money. Mm-hmm. She's saying a man has to make more than me. If I were single, okay. It gives me a goal. See, but you're not single. You can't. Don't jump in that. Don't jump in that. Don't jump in that area.
Shit.
Yeah, don't jump in that area.
You married, stay over here.
Those people that's not married are having it rough because they going from man to man today, Takasha.
Damn.
They going from man to man because they trying to find that person to make more money than them, and they don't want to settle, which they call settle. They don't want to go for the average man, but have the character. They don't want to go for the average man, but that dude may have the character.
She's contradicting herself.
You understand?
She contradicting herself. You want a man to make more money than you, and you want a system. You know what I mean? He already make more money than you by putting 40 hours in. You getting a check once a month.
Well, you know what I mean? Yeah, see, he's talking about a whole nother.
But it's a lot of women like that.
Yeah, but she's talking about women with them bags, though. She ain't talking about them. She not talking about
some internet shit. It's you on
internet. You see women with
in the hood you see a lot of women with the bag.
No, we're not just talking about. We're talking about in general. So in general, there is not all women on goddamn assistance, bro.
I'm not saying all women. I'm not saying
there are women making $140,000 a year.
Yeah, and then
there's some women making $220,000 a year.
Yeah,
there's some women making $95,000
all right, so
a
you
year.
getting fucked up about the 2% and 98%. I told you the 2% is a high ratio.
Right. So you just speaking of that
98%. I'm stuck in 98%. You think I'm taking away from the 2%?
Okay. 2.5, bro.
2.5. All right, we on the same page. 2.5.
All right. Okay.
Damn.
So Takasha, you might be in that 2.5%.
There you go.
We're talking about.
There you go.
And we're not talking about you. We're not talking about those women who got that bag, that education, and all that stuff. But here's the thing, though. You mentioned that if you were single, that man has to have way more money than you. Question. When a man get with a woman single, if he's married to her, she has to have that money that he has or over? Never. So what does that mean? Yeah. What does that mean? So you mean to tell me in order for you to deal with a great dude, he has to make your money and over?
Yeah.
That's why a lot of women are single, Latasha. That's why a lot of women are single.
Yes.
And they staying single. And deep down inside, having all that money and bling and, cars and houses and homes, they really not happy.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, a lot of them not happy. They portray that they're happy, but they really want to share it with somebody.
Right. And a lot of shit is camouflage. You know what I mean? So I'm like they see a dude with a nice car, money, jewelry. The jewelry probably fake. The car probably rented. And the clothes, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But just for him looking like that, you're going to assume that he has money, his bag is straight, he got this nice car. So you rather give him a chance than the guy that's catching the Uber. And the guy that's catching the Uber probably got the bag and he probably don't want to move his car because he don't want to get no ticket. You know what I mean? He probably work in the city. So you dish him up, the one that's catching the Uber, and you're jumping the guy that's riding around with the Maserati. And that's guaranteed.
Right.
That's guaranteed.
So here go my man Conway. Conway said, it's a choice to date the wrong woman and end up in the shit they are in. What I am saying is life is made up of choices. If you end up with raggedy ass chicks, then that's their fault because they chose to pursue them. And I agree.
I never had a raggedy chick.
I agree with them on that. You know what I mean? And I was trying to back you on that. You know what I mean? Until you talked about we going to end up in an apartment, not married, and all that good stuff. You know, I'm backing you, Conway. You know what I mean? So I agree with you, bro.
He's throwing some punches, but then he's going back in his corner. So I don't know which one to believe.
Right. Okay, one side of the story. Okay, maybe it's true, but that's one side of the story. That's what Hakeem said. All I said, the bus pass, cracking up on that bus pass. Takasha, not the bus pass, nigga. Ladies, where are the standards? If he's on the bus, guess what? He'll have your ass with a pass. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of brothers riding the bus making $200
right,
yeah.
and I just said that. Just want to catch an Uber.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so you don't know. You gotta pay attention.
Yeah, don't think like that. You know what I mean? And my man Hakeem said she's not married. Married people don't talk like that. Or she about to be single.
Yes, mom. I've been saying this shit the whole time. He been having her back. I've been trying to tell her that 98%.
So she acting like she married?
Yeah, she acting on something, man.
Show us a picture of your husband right now.
Matter of fact, show your husband what you writing. Show your husband what you writing right now.
Right now.
If you're married, and see if he's gonna approve of this shit.
And tell him to come on.
Now you gonna see her log off once her husband see the shit. He gonna say, "Oh yeah, don't show your husband.
All right.
I don't want you to get you in trouble and shit."
Right. Okay. She said that's scary to me with all that shit you can catch. Now, if I was single, she keep put that in quotes too.
Yeah.
When I was out there in the single line, I still wasn't passing it out like that. All right. Okay. I think she's going back to the conversation we said, you you could be a whore and not.
Yeah, but even if she wasn't
humping.
even if she wasn't
passing
humping,
out,
you know what I mean? Like you still was
whoring.
Yeah, like
because
so
you was
can't
whoring.
skip
You was
that.
whoring mentally,
emotionally. That part.
You're emotional whore.
That part. Emotional whore. Wow,
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was.
That's deep.
That was quick.
Man, that's
Yeah.
deep. Man.
Sorry, Nicole, you can't end it.
Jesus. Okay, now what you say, Miss D? I agree with both. Need to take accountability. Okay, and responsibility. Take them to the child support is also taking accountability, especially if you gave them 11 years, because the only one who's getting affected is the child.
But tell the child to take me child support. Tell me the child to take me child support.
Tell the child.
Yeah.
Tell the child to take your child support?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's not gonna happen, right?
Well, the thing
It
is,
won't happen, right? The child won't take me child support, right?
No.
Right. The child will tell me what he want though, right? And what he need, right?
Right.
All right. So child support is for the child. The
Right.
child support is not for the adult.
Right.
All right. And now a lot of cases that we have, a lot of women, mothers use that money for benefits of, yeah, I understand your household, you got to handle this and everything. Like I said, if you can't handle that child, don't have one, or if the father is capable, give it to the father until you're able to get on your feet.
They're not going to do that.
Yeah, they're not. They're going to
gonna
run
do
to
that.
the system.
Yeah,
Because the system going to give them everything they need. They're going to give them housing, Medicaid, food, you know what I mean? TRA, they're going to give them all that shit. Then they got the side niggas that shit money too. So they ain't going to, they're going to run with the system. They're not worrying about no child. When you worrying about the child, you and that father's going to work it out. Regardless of what. A strong woman's going to make a man listen. So if you're not strong like that, I mean, hey, and this is my opinion. You could be upset with me about it, but my son's mother, strong woman.
Right.
And she got 4 of my sons.
Okay.
And trust me, I listen. If anything is needed, I listen. If anything about the kids, I listen. You gotta strong me. Maybe you just weak in your position and you're sitting there faulting yourself for choosing the wrong man instead of letting that shit go and worrying about the child. If y'all wanted about the child, we'll see it's about the child. It's not about the child right now. It's about the woman benefit. It's always about the woman. It's about y'all. And I'm sad to say, you know what I mean? I really don't want to say this shit, but it's the truth. And somebody need to hear it. Some men need to hear this shit.
Wow. Okay. So, Ola says, what's good, Ola? Ola says, the females will never bend to any accountability.
Mr. Carter, you're 100% correct.
He said never.
No, he's right. She can fuck your friend and she gonna sit there and say it was your fault.
Wow.
Everything is your fault.
Deep. That's deep. Okay, Daniel Lord, do any of you have daughters? If they're older, what percentage are they in? What's that conversation like?
Well, let me say something. I have a young daughter, and she's don't fall into no 98% or 2%. All right, we talking about women. So when you put it to the aspect of daughter,
that's why he said older.
Well, I don't have an older one, but I do know my daughter's 8 years old. She speaks Japanese, Spanish, and English, so she's on the right road. You know what I mean? To not fall for any dumb language or dumb shit that these people in this world got to offer. So I'm actually molding mine correctly.
And what Takasha says, Hakeem Muhammad, I'm married, and my strong black husband knows how I feel and respects my views.
She replying to Mr. Muhammad. Yeah. I'm married, and my strong black husband knows how I feel and respect my views.
Hakeem said, I have 3 daughters. 2 of them are married.
There you go, Mr. Muhammad.
Okay. So, okay, you might be telling the truth, but but I don't believe you. No disrespect. Hey, Takasha, he said you might be telling the truth, but I don't believe you. So you know how that go. Okay, Tasha said, I forgot you guys are on the East Coast. The bus train thing is the normal mode of transportation. Hell yeah. Yeah, especially up in New York. Hell yeah. Real talk. You got millionaires catching the damn train and bus. And Ubers and taxis.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Yeah, real talk. That's a fact. Okay. Anybody else got any questions or profound statements concerning these topics? And do you have anything else you would like to say, my brother?
I think it was a great. I think
I gotta have you back though, because I think there's some things we didn't discuss.
Yeah, I know. Part 2 is gonna be more vulgar, more crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? But now we got the crowd. In tune with it. Nicole, Takasha, I need you back, Mr. Muhammad. Right. All of y'all that was in this room.
Yeah, we'll be back again. Yeah,
definitely. Lovely.
But Takasha said, her man wears the pants. And he is the king. Okay, he wears the pants and he is the king of his castle. I follow his lead.
Just see like that. You should see.
What's
Where he at?
No, I'm just kidding. I believe you, Takasha. I believe.
I don't believe that shit.
I believe her, bro.
I don't believe you.
She's a beautiful queen, man. I believe her.
I don't believe that's her picture. That's like her picture. She full of shots right now.
You think so?
You believe it?
Nah, I believe her, man.
98%, man.
Yeah, she's a cool young lady. But who's that? Ursula, what's up? I have 4 daughters, 30, 25, 24, 17, and 30. Hold up, 1, 2, 3. That's 5.
That's 5.
Hold up, 17. Oh, that's 5. Or maybe so. Maybe.
She got 2 30-year-olds. She got twins.
You got 2 30-year-olds?
You got 2 30-year-olds twins?
I don't know. 30-year-old, 25-year-old, 24-year-old, and 17-year-old. Oh, she's saying the 30-year-old work. Has a gun license, security, and now waiting for corrections. 24-year-old work as a child, you know what I mean? Has a child, and my 25-year-old is nursing school. Beautiful. Blessings to you, man, your young ladies. All I said, Demise is a great fit with you, Brother Dave.
Appreciate that, Mr. Carter.
My man.
Yeah,
okay.
Man.
Yeah, I'm thinking about putting him on the team, man. You know what I mean? He seemed like he got a straight head, and he's on point when it comes to giving his analogy on things and giving his feelings on things. And a lot of times, a lot of men are not used to saying what they feel. Being afraid of not getting a woman or having a woman look at him in a negative, you know what I mean? And you can't really teach guide or lead any younger people, especially young men, if you're afraid to speak the truth concerning possibly what they're about to get themselves into.
That part.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I think my man Demise is a great fit. You know what I mean? For the D.A.P.
D.A.P. Podcast. Indeed.
Hakeem said, I agree. What you saying? That's cap too, Scott. Scott said that is cap. What's cap?
That Nicole married.
Oh,
Takashi
you think she capping?
Yeah, he keeps.
Thank you, Takashi. I appreciate you for chiming in. Always come through, Takashi. We're not trying to disrespect you. We're not trying to disrespect any of your comments. We're just keeping it real on how some black men feel about certain things. Some things that we're saying, brothers want to say.
Yeah, they're scared to say shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But don't worry, we'll be the voice for y'all. I'll take all the backlash and everything. They could DM me, inbox me saying ain't shit. That's cool. I'm here to fight for y'all, my brothers. You feel me?
Real talk.
But
Much love and respect.
Shout out to my wife. I do have a wife. So if y'all gonna go in my inbox, she's gonna be reading this shit too, and she's gonna be commenting back on your asses. I got help.
No doubt. Takashi said, great show topic, gentlemen. And also she said, tune in tonight. I sent you the link. Okay, I will. Thank you. I appreciate you. And Scott says to you, Takash, she let her husband be the king of the castle.
Leave Scott alone. Scott been wild. Leave Scott alone, man.
Scott said you let him.
Yeah, just let him.
You allowed
him in his night like that. Scott's something else, man.
Oh, you picked that up? Oh,
Scott
okay.
ain't shit.
Well, she didn't say I let him. She said okay. He wears the pants in his king. He is the king of his castle. I follow his lead. But Scott said, you let him lead.
Let him get king.
All right, you let him
tell
get
you when
that.
she argues.
Because she got that
last
bag.
word. She get the last word when they argue.
You think so?
I promise you, she didn't get off this motherfucker and we said we was ending. She getting her last word. Tune in. Give me respond to all the motherfuckers. She respond to Scott. She getting the last word. I'm telling you, her husband miserable. I promise you. He happy she on this shit right now.
Scott said he just having fun. He teasing her a little bit. Yeah, we just teasing you a little bit.
Fucking with you, Tasha.
But we definitely try to keep it real. We try to make it fun and at the same time, you know what I mean? Real talk. All right. Okay. Hakeem said, when a woman say, I let my husband lead, that's when I know she's leading.
I know.
No, but I don't think she said I let him lead. Oh, she did say that, right?
Did she say that? Yeah, stop defending her. That shit rubbing off
I'm
for you now, that delusional shit. That shit rubbing off for you. That shit get over here. I gotta go home, man.
Yeah.
That shit rub off for me. I swear to God, I'm sleeping on the couch tonight, bro. Fucked up, man.
Yo, that's funny. Let me go back to make sure I read that right.
You read that shit right. I read it too.
Okay, let me see. Here's my P wears the pants. I follow. Okay, now let's see. Well, I don't see that part.
I still agree with Scott, even I don't see it. She let her husband, king of the castle.
Nah, I don't see that part. I let him lead. I don't see that. Let me see. Let me go back up further.
Nah, we know you ain't say that. We just fucking with you.
I hope you ain't say that. I don't think she said that. I hope not. I don't think she said that. All right. Takashi says, stop it. Talking about Muhammad.
Appreciate it, Williams.
Stop it, Mr. Demise. You were good, though. He said you was good, though. No doubt. Much love and respect. We thank you for having my man Demise. I thank him for coming on.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you very much, man. We're going to probably do it again soon.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? A few other topics we were going to talk about, but I think it's getting a little late, and I want to let you guys go. Much love and respect. I hope to see you guys soon on the D.A.P. David Adams podcast. So, peace out. Much love.
It's just different. Old head on go again. Ha.
Going on.